It's so layered though, right?
So I'm sitting here this afternoon with Robert M. Lovebug Douglas, Jerome Rome Mosley, and Marcus Scooter Thomas, who have been friends for how long?
30? Yeah. 25, 30 years.
Junior high, high school?
Us, 30 years. No.
Elementary
us,
school?
Yeah.
More than 30 years. Us, 20 years. 20 years in the making.
Yeah.
All right. Because we're here today to talk about Brother Rome being a t-shirt entrepreneur, and you will be called an artisan of style. Okay? And the two brothers who wear your creations will be called style exemplars.
All right.
So we're interviewing artisans of style and style exemplars. So why don't y'all tell us a bit about you? A bit about you. Why don't you start, Rome, and then we'll get to Scooter and Love Bug.
Okay, well, I am the CEO of Wild Wild Hunters Clothing Company, which is a reflection of our community where we pretty much are born and raised. Wild Hunters got its name because of the negative activity that went on, but we were challenged to take a negative and flip it into a positive. And that's why our messages on the shirts and the stuff that we project was to just cause some positive, thought-provoking, memories about where we grew up. Yeah, and we had to be socially conscious, but we stayed away from things that would lead to stars, different colors that were gang affiliated. We had to stay clear away from it in order for this to be successful.
So I'm from Harlem, New York, by way of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I don't know what the Wild Hundreds are.
Okay.
What's that? What are the hundreds?
Well, it's the demographics from 100th Street to 138, from Vincennes, let's say, to Torrance. Yeah, it's a demographic, and it's a representation, again, of our community, different communities such as Roseland, Pullman, Morgan Park, Sheldon Heights, Washington Heights, so forth and so on. So it's just a representation of our neighborhood.
Is it a certain area, Chicago, north, south, east, west?
It's the far south side. Far, they like to say down south. Yeah, say Chicago got 4 sides, but we made this the 5th side. We own our own borough, we own our own island. Wild Hunters is where it is, it's where we at.
All right. Yeah. Tell me a bit about you.
Oh, wow. Well, student at large, last semester, undergrad. Excited about that.
What's your concentration?
Liberal arts.
And where?
Chicago State University. Looking to get some type of grad school. I don't know. I don't want to do direct services with, but I really want to give back in a big way here in the Roseland community. Currently working in the social service area, working with non-custodial fathers to help them get back connected to their children, to help them get downward modifications on their child support orders, help them understand how to navigate the court system to get visitation established, paternity established.
Now off camera you were talking all about ethnography. Now see, got him on camera, he ain't mentioned ethnography yet.
Well, that's just something I'm interested in, ethnography. I do have a non-for-profit organization that's in the community that does youth development, some community revitalization. Sun Foundation. Sun Foundation, we've been around, 10 years now. And it stands for Saving Our Neighborhood. And so, and not trying to highlight it, right? It's not a really a big thing to me. What's really big is that we come together as a community. It doesn't have to be the Sun Foundation. I'm here today under the umbrella of God's Gang. So, so to me, where I am, Sun Foundation is. So I really, just wanted to support Carolyn and Scooter, who've been in my life all my life. And I first time I ever called her Carolyn.
I'm sure that
so, hey, look, I started to do one of them.
It was tough.
What happened to mom?
Right, mama told me something.
Yeah.
Carolyn, I felt funny laughing. Yeah. Ooh, my mama said I got punched in the mouth.
And so yeah, that's just me. Community organizer, LSC member, just really just engaged in my community.
What's LSC?
Local school council for Gwendolyn Brooks College Prep. So we're it's an initiative that Harold Washington organized in the 80s to get community more engaged with the education system, institutions in their community. So I do that. Other than that, that's just me.
Community brother.
Yeah.
I'm Marcus Thomas. They call me Scooter. Hard-working father. I'm the youth director for God's Gang for Planting Dreams, which is urban ag. We do urban ag, and I love to hunt and fish. I don't know what else to say.
It's all right because Miss Carolyn was telling me a lot about God's Gang and you're an integral part of it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we knew who you were, meaning the totality of the three of you, who you were.